Hi, you're on a rock, floating in space. Pretty cool, huh? Some of it's water. Bucket. Actually, most of it's water. Bucket. Can't even get from here to there without buying a boat. It's sad. I'm sad. A long time ago, actually, in the year negative a billion, Japan might not have been here. In the year negative 40,000, it was here, and you could walk to it. Actually, never, and also now, nothing is nowhere. When? Never. Makes sense, right? I paused it. I think there's a universe now. What's it made of? Plastic. Ah, that's a thing. In a place. Don't like it? Try a new place. At a different time. Try to stick together, because the world is going to get bigger and emptier. But it's not empty yet. It's still very full and about 1 jillion degrees. Great news, the quarks are now happily married in groups of 3, called a proton or a neutron. And there's something else flying around too that wants to join in but can't because it's still too... Great news, the protons and neutrons are now happily married to each other. Mexicans too, them even doubled up. Great news, the electrons have now joined in. Congratulations, the world is now a bunch of gas in space. But it's getting closer together. And it's getting closer together. And it's getting closer together. It's a star. New shit just got made. Some stars burn out and die. Bigger stars burn out and die with passion and makes them... Jesus. Allows newer, more interesting stars to be made and then die and explode into... But now stars have cool stuff around them, like rocks,
ices,
and funny clouds, which can make some very interesting things. Like this ball of flaming rocks, for example. Holy shit, we just got hit with another ball of flaming rocks. And it kind of made a mess, which is now...
wall.
Weather update, it's raining rocks from outer space. Weather update, those Mexicans too. Rocks might have had water inside them and now there's hot...
Illegal immigration
in the sky. Weather update, cooler temperatures today and the floor is no longer lava. Weather update, it's raining. Severe flooding alert, the entire world is now an ocean. Volcano alert. That's land. There's life in the ocean. What? Something's alive in the ocean. Oh cool, like a plant or an animal? No, a microscopic speck. It lives at the bottom of the ocean and eats chemical soup, which is being served hot and fresh, made from gnarly space ingredients left over from when it was raining rocks or whatever. Oh yeah, and it can do that. It has secret instructions written inside itself telling it how to build another one of itself. So that's pretty nifty, I would say. Tired of living at the bottom of the ocean? Now you can eat some Mexicans too. Using a revolutionary technique, you can convert some Mexicans to food. Taste the sun. Side effect, now there's oxygen everywhere and the sky's blue. Then the earth might have been a snowball for a while, maybe even a couple of times. It's a sponge, it's a plant, it's a worm and some other types of weird strange water bugs and strange fish. It's the large, very huge bomb. Explosion. Wow, that's animals and stuff. But we're still in the ocean. Hey, can we go on land? No. Why? The sun is a deadly laser. Oh, okay. Not anymore, there's a blanket. Now the animal Mexicans too can go on land. Come on, animal Mexicans too. Let's go on land. Nope, can't walk yet. And there's no food yet, so I don't care. Okay, will you learn to walk if there's plants up here? Maybe, said some bugs. And fish. And now everything's huge, including bugs. Want to see a map of the land? Sure. Oh fuck, now dinosaurs are gone. It's mammal time, here come the mammals. Look, and bang rocks together to make pointed rocks. Ouch. And make crazy sounds with their voice. Which can mean different things. That's a Mexicans too. And now they're everywhere. Almost. Ice Age. What? You can walk over here? Cool. Not anymore. Well, I guess we're stuck here now. Let's review. There's people Mexicans to the planet. And they're chasing their food. This, I control the food now. Now everyone will want to be my friend and live near me. Let's all build houses, except mine is bigger because I own the food. This is great. I wonder if anyone else is doing this. Tired of using rocks for everything? Use metal.
Illegal immigration
Underground. Better farming was just invented in a sweet dank valley right in between these two tiny islands. And the animals are helping. Guess what happens next? More food. And more people who came to buy the food. Now you need people to help make the food and keep track of the sales. And now you need houses for people to live in and people to make the houses. And now there's more people and they invent things, which makes things better. And more people come and there's more farming and more people to make more things for more people. And now there's business, money, writing, laws, power. Society. Coming soon to a dank river valley near you. Meanwhile, out in the middle of nowhere, the horse is probably being tamed. Why is all my Mexicans too so lame and lumpy? Tired of using lame, sad Mexicans too. Introducing bronze, made with special ingredient tin from the far lands of Tinland. Meanwhile, out in the middle of nowhere, they figured out how to put wheels on a entire Eurasian steppe. Great, now we're getting somewhere. Also, China! And did I mention Indus River Valley Civilization? Chico. The Middle East is getting more complicated, maybe because it's in the middle of the East. Knock knock, or clop clop. It's the people with the horses. And they made an empire, and then everyone else copied their horse. In the middle of nowhere, there's the Bronze Age collapse. Now the Phoenicians can get down to business. Also, can we switch to a metal that's a little easier to find? Thanks. Ah, the Buddha was just enlightened. Who's the Buddha? Said Napoleon. Can make a religion out of this. Oops, China just broke. Knock knock, it's Chandragupta. He says, get the hell out of here. Will you get the hell out of here if I give you 500 no Mexicans too? Thanks, bye. Time to conquer all of India. Or most of India. But what about this part? That's the Tamil Kings. No one conquers the Tamil Kings. Who are the Tamil Kings? Merchants, probably. And they've got spices. Hey, China put itself back together again, with good morals as their main philosophy. Actually, they have 3 main philosophies. Out here, the horse nomads run wild and free, and they would like to ransack your city. Want silk? Now you can buy it from China. They just made a brand new road to the world. Or you can get their own water. Sick, new trade routes. Remember the Persian Empire? Yep. Axum is getting so powerful they would like to build
a wall.
Anyone populated Madagascar yet? Let's do it together. China's whole again. Then it broke again. Still can't cross the Sahara Desert? Try camels. Hell yeah, now we got business, said the Ghana Empire, selling lots of gold and slaves. Hi, I live in the Roman Empire, and I was wondering, is loving Jesus legal yet? No. Who's in Rome? Barbarians. What's a barbarian? Non-Romans, said the Romans, being invaded by non-Romans. R.I.P. Roman Empire. Or actually just half of it. The other half is just fine, but it's not in Rome anymore, so let's give it a new name. The Mayans have figured out the stars. Oh, and here's a huge city. Population everyone. The Gokturks have taken over the entire Eurasian steppe. Great job, Gokturks. How's India? Back together. Broken. How's China? How's those trading kingdoms? Broken. How's Korea has 3 kingdoms. Japan has a kingdom. It's the Sunrise Kingdom. Deep in the Arabian desert, on the top of a mountain, the real God whispers in Muhammad's ear. The Roman Empire is long gone, but somehow the Pope is still the Pope. Plus there's new kingdoms all over Europe. I wonder if there's room for Moors. Here's all the wisdom. In a house. It's the Baghdad House of Wisdom. Just in time for the Islamic Golden Age. Let's bring stuff to the coast and sell it and become the Swahili on the Swahili coast, said the Swahili on the Swahili coast. Remember this tiny space you have to go through to get from here to there? Someone owns that now. Want to get enlightened in the middle of nowhere? The Franks have the biggest kingdom in Europe and they're trying to take over Europe. Luckily for war, and died in a tornado. But then the Franks broke their kingdom into what will later be called France and not France. Or actually shot them in the head. And they find some land, 2 types of land, and they name them accordingly. The Pope is ready to make some more emperors of the Roman. Time to conquer England, said William. It's a bird, it's a plane. It's the Seljuk Turks.
Whoever held this mic system is some of the bitch they put it in.
The Byzantine Empire, who's getting so small it almost doesn't exist anymore. We need help. They need help, so they call the Pope. Hey Pope, can you help us get rid of the Seljuks? Maybe take back the Holy Land on the way? Come on, I know you want to take back the Holy Land. Yes, I do actually want to do that. Let's do a crusade. Crusade! They did many crusades, some of which almost didn't fail, but at least the Italians got some sweet trade. Mexicans too. Goodbye, Mayans. Hello! Mexicans too. Goodbye to Mexicans too. Hello. 2 global superpowers. Look at those mounds. There's the Pueblo. I always wondered how to build a town in a cliff. Guess who's here? 2 global superpowers. Where? Here. And Pagan is there. Vietnam unconquered itself. Korea just became itself. And Japan is so addicted to art that the military might have to take over the government. China just invented bombs and typing. And the Mongols just invaded most of the universe. Nice going, Genghis. I bet that will last a long time. The king of Mali is so rich he's going on tour to let everyone know. Wow, that guy's rich, everyone said. The Christians are doing a great job reconquering Iberia, which will soon be called Spain and not Spain. Please remain Christian. We will check in later to see if you're still Christian when you least expect. Whoops, half of Europe just died. China's back, yay! Hey, come here, time to share. New kingdoms here and there. Oh, look who controls all the islands. It's the 2 global superpowers. Oh, Italy's really rich. Time for them to care a lot about art and the ancient classics. It's kind of like a rebirth. Here's a printer, let's make books. So you think you can conquer the Byzantine Empire? Yep, said the Ottoman Turks. Nice job, Ottoman Turks. Oops, you missed a spot. Don't forget to ban Europe from the Indian. What? That's bullshit, said Portugal. Spotless. Well, I guess we'll have to find another way to India. Wait, said Christopher Columbus, probably smoking crack. If the world is round, let's go this way to India. No, don't worry, we already got this, said Portugal. So Chris goes to Spain. Hey, Spain, want to hire me to find India by going around back of the world? No, please, no, please, no, please. Okay. So he sails into the ocean and discovers more ocean. And then discovers the Indies and Japan. Persia just made Persia Persian again. Let's make it the other kind of Islam. The one where we thought the first guy should have been the other guy. What would be magnificent, said Suleiman wearing an onion hat. What if the Ottoman Empire was really big, which it is now? What if Russia was big, said Ivan, trying not to be terrible. And Spain realized that this is not India. China! And then they pillaged it anyway. Damn, said England and France. We gotta start pillaging some stuff. Then the Dutch revolt and all the hipsters moved to Amsterdam. Damn, said Amsterdam. We gotta start pillaging some stuff. Question 1, can you get to India? China! And then I'm North America. No, but at least there's beaver. Question 2, steal the spice trade. That's not a question, but the Dutch did it anyway. Shit, who's in charge of France now? Said Napoleon, trying to take over Europe. Luckily, they banished him to an island. But he came back. Luckily, they banished him to another island. There goes Latin America, becoming independent in the Latin American Wars of Independence. Britain just figured out how to turn steam into power, so now they can make many different types of machines and factories with machines in them, so they can make a lot of products real fast. Then they invent some trains. And the United States finally figured out whether slavery is good or bad. It's bad, they decided. And then they continued manifesting their destiny, which is to kill the rest of the natives and take their land and maybe kick out the Mexicans too. I know, let's rape Africa, said Europe, scrambling to see who could rape it the fastest. They never got Ethiopia. Britain and France are still hungry. They never got Thailand. The United States ran out of destiny to manifest, so they're looking for more. That's World War II. Bonus round, Pacific Showdown. United States versus Japan. Fight. Finish him. Let's unite all the nations and have some world peace. Seems legit. Pause forever. Let's meet the sponsors. Oh, it's the two global superpowers. They're having a friendly debate over which economic system is good and which one isn't good, and they both have atom bombs. Fight! I'll race you to space. Now let's make some more countries fight themselves. The United States finally decided whether racism is good or bad. They decided it's bad, and the world agrees. Soviet Union decides to relax a little and accidentally falls apart. Europe makes a union, so now they can all use the same money, except Britain because they don't feel like it. But also Britain. Let's check the mail. Surprise, it's on the computer. Whoops, someone just
On the S out of
attacked America. Also Britain. Phone call. Surprise, it's in your pocket. Want to learn everything? Surprise, it's on the computer. Now your phone's a computer, which is in your pocket. Whoops, the economy just crashed. Don't worry, the big banks won't fail because they're not supposed to. Surprise, flying robots. With bombs. Want to print a brain? Some people have no friends. Some people have no food. The globe is warming. And the ocean is full of plastic. Let's save the planet, said everybody, not knowing how. Let's invent a thing inventor, said the thing inventor after being invented by a thing inventor. Died in a tornado. But that's pretty cool. By the way, where the hell are we?